In 3 to 6 months, you could achieve more than what people achieve in years. In this video, I will show you exactly how to do that, how to become unrecognizable in such a short period of time. Let's get straight into it. The very first thing that you have to do is to go on low visibility mode. If you've been posting some BS online, on social media, posting some memes, posting whatever, sending reels to your friends or shorts or TikToks, and just generally being active for no particular reason, then you have to cut that. Also, if you're there when people propose any ideas for partying or going out or grabbing drinks or for anything else like that, you also have to learn to say no to those type of propositions. The whole point of going low visibility or ghost mode, as it's famous on the internet nowadays, is to set your priorities straight first. Because by being the same person as you are nowadays, you're not gonna surprise anyone. You know what? Scratch that. We're not here to surprise anyone. We're here to grow. We're here to improve ourselves in a good direction. Disappear for some time and make some changes so that when you come back, people getting surprised by you is just gonna be a byproduct of your work, of your dedication, of your commitment to the goal. So that's a quick disclaimer. We're not here to surprise people. We're not here to impress other people. We're here to express ourselves in a manner or in a way that will change us in the process. Use absence to increase your power. One of the laws from 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene is going ghost mode or low visibility, in his words, using absence to increase power, to increase your influence on other people, and to give them a chance to miss you. You have to let people be excited about you. Like when you come back, they're like, I haven't seen you in a long time. Like, how have you been? Because if you're available to people all the time, that kills the attraction, that kills the mystery. You don't have that mysterious vibe around you, that aura of like, oh, he probably must be doing something cool or something great. But like, imagine you're all the time with your friends or messaging them or texting them, sending them funny reels and memes. It doesn't really add anything to your social charisma. So you have to go a bit invisible. Give them a chance to miss you, to think about you. And this works the same in dating. If you are attracted to some girl, you can't be all up in her DMs or all up in her messages, texting her, sending her stuff all the time. Like, you have to give her a chance to think about you. Now, once we got that out of the equation, number 2 is learn higher knowledge. What I mean is stoicism, hermeticism, Bible, Quran, or whatever you want to call it. It's really up to you. But why I call it a higher knowledge is because it contains some stuff that can elevate your soul, existence, and energy. This kind of sounds esoteric and unicorns, but like, there is energy, there is soul. But you might think these are not practical. Like, I get it. It's cool to read some fiction or non-fiction or stuff that can actually help your life, productivity, books, how to do this, that, this. But I also urge you to read something deeper. Get in touch with your energy. Get in touch with something a bit deeper than just shallow day-to-day life type of things. Think about this. All we do is feed ourselves with a bunch of BS here and there. We send each other reels, memes, we talk Saturday football, we watch entertainment, TV shows, Netflix, you name it, so many things. At the same time, we eat fast food, we do shopping, we do all of those stuff, and look, nothing wrong with that. We're feeding our dopamine, we're feeding our brain, we're feeding our urges and desires here and there. But what about your soul? What about something deeper? The people who are up there in terms of influence on the world, like Da Vinci, Galileo, Marcus Aurelius, you name it, religious or political leaders, you think they were only concerned with their day-to-day lives, day-to-day tasks, like, oh, what do I have to eat today? Or how should I look? Should I dress like this? Do I look good? No, hell no. They were thinking about something out there, like higher frequency, like Newton or Einstein. They were on some spiritual stuff, man. Honestly, their energetic frequencies were somewhere else. Maybe some of us will never tap into that type of mindset or that type of state. I understand that they're mortals, but their ideas are not. And so you have to study people who are up there. Study something that they have written, study their ideas. And it's not only about people, it's about philosophy. It could be religion, it could be something like a political thing, it could be history or fall of the Roman Empire. Study something that stimulates the gray matter here. Remember, this is either growth or stagnation. There is no middle point. You don't just stand in one place. Nothing stands. Everything is being born, growing, dying. The law of rhythm is in constant operations. And so I'm also guilty myself. Like, I wake up in the morning and I spend at least 5 to 10 minutes scrolling some, and not even like, you know, interesting stuff, but just like Facebook, some memes, some cat or dog videos, or like football highlights and stuff like that. And then I wake up and I'm like, okay, I need to get in my zone, and I hop on a cold shower to punish myself. And I did cold shower for the better part of 2024, but then I stopped, and now I'm coming back, and this thing felt so scary and so difficult. Like, I remember getting into the shower and I was like, ooh, standing there freezing. But now after 1 or 2 weeks, it just feels so easy. Feels like light work. Also, the weather outside doesn't help, man. Cold outside, it's cold inside, it's the same thing. In any case, this is what you have to do to stop your brain from decaying or from rotting. You should stop getting constant dopamine, or you should stop your urges that make you want to get those dopamine spikes. Believe in something esoteric, meaning some idea, something that you can't touch or smell or eat, watch, or entertain. Like, if all you do is just consume the same things every day, you will never ever quit your comfort zone. Your brain will constantly constantly be occupied with doing some day-to-day tasks. So you should start devoting some time to something that you cannot feel physically with one of your senses. An idea that can stimulate your brain. As I say, it could be stoicism, it could be a religion, it could be anything like that. And if you want any type of recommendations, one of those would be the Kabbalion. Not gonna lie, I didn't really understand everything from this book, but it did challenge me in a way that I wouldn't really want to think like. Another one will be 365 Meditations, also the monk who sold his Ferrari. And the last thing that I would urge you to do to make yourself unrecognizable in such a short period of time is to start a hobby that can potentially bring you money. So a potential profitable hobby. I recently went to a drawing with my colleagues from my work. You basically stand there, you sip wine and like draw stuff on the canvas. And I've never done this before in my life ever. Not to brag, I used to be good at it. I used to be good at drawing in my elementary school, but just with pencil and stuff. And the last time I did it was like probably 10 years ago. So I went there and I chose a random photo. And in about 2 hours, I came up with a decent painting. This activity gave me some ideas like, hey, what if I started painting and becoming better at this? Maybe a couple of weeks, couple of months. And I could monetize it by selling my paintings to other people. Or I could sketch them and make like a digital product and put it online and people would buy it. I don't even have to ship them. I'll just sell a digital product and make money like that. And although I'm not a painter, this type of activities give you some ideas. How many hobbies do you have that can potentially bring you some cash on the side? We have so many hobbies that are just rotting there on the shelves collecting dust. And me, I'm decent in many things, but a master of none. But still, I can kind of play guitar here and there. I can kind of play football. Imagine just how many hobbies you can turn into a profit. And it's not like you have to do everything. No, just pick one and start doubling down on that hobby. Start teaching people something. You could start painting, and if you're good, you could sell it to other people. You could start teaching people on Udemy or on YouTube or on some podcasts and monetize that type of service. How to become vegan or carnivore, how to start a new diet. You could start something that could potentially bring you money. And look, no one's putting pressure on you. No one's like, hey, this thing has to work. This thing has to bring money. I'm not calling this a business because it's gonna be an overkill. This is not a business. This is just a hobby which can over time bring you some money. And imagine, according to the title of this video, after 3 to 6 months, you come back and you're a totally different person. You have your own hobby which can help other people learn something or give some type of value. This thing would make you so unrecognizable and you would be so like ahead of the competition if you want to put it in that way. Because the truth is, nowadays, young men are so unimpressive. They're so boring. The only thing that they talk about is drinking, partying. As an example, back in the days, if you wanted someone as a wife, you would have to work for the father or prove something or win in a race or like slay a freaking dragon. But nowadays, the competition is pretty low. If you want to change your life for better, the time is now. And if you want to know the exact steps, the blueprint is here. Number 1 is start with your body. This is what I say all the time. Lose fat or gain muscle depending on your body type, and I will link a video right here if you want to learn more about this topic. Number 2 is tap into a higher frequency. Learn something that stimulates your brain, not only just of this worldly things or materialistic things, right? Learn something that stimulates your brain with esoteric ideas, with something that can make you think, oh, I want to learn more about this. As an example, stoicism. And number 3, start a hobby that can potentially bring you money. So that is how you become unrecognizable in 3 to 6 months. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.